As I have mentioned in the past few weeks or so after Christmas, I have become a little bit more health conscious. I'm not on a diet as such. I'm just basically just watching what I eat. And so I've cut out all the crisps, apart from reviews and a few for the dogs as a snack. I've cut out the crisps, the biscuits, and I'm not drinking beer, again, only for reviews, or I might have one now and again. Just straightening the camera up there, folks. And I'm not eating takeaways. I'll probably have a takeaway at work when the lads will. I refused to have one the other night. I did not succumb to temptation of having a Chinese. And the others sat there eating it, and it looked absolutely lovely. But I sat there with my pasta covered in salad cream. Anyway, you don't want to know that. You want to know what this review is. Well, I've been looking up on things, and I was walking through the shops looking at the healthier food things, and I found that apparently beef jerky is good for you. It's healthy. And I found this. It's Men's Health, so that magazine that bangs on about men's health. It's a fuel. Beef jerky is a fuel, folks. Can you believe that? So, I'll read a bit more about it and try and fill you in on what I am going to review. It's a building, right, let's start again. So it's Men's Health Fuel Beef Jerky, silverside beef, marinated and smoked. It's endorsed by Men's Health for building muscle, a protein-rich diet and a healthy immune system. So with colds and stuff appearing because of the winter months, this could be a good thing for you. Its ingredients are beef made with 200 grams of raw beef or 100 grams of cooked beef jerky, honey, soya water, soya beans, salt, vinegar, natural flavourings, concentrated apple juice, water. I'm slobbering. Tomato puree, black pepper, sea salt, apple cider vinegar. Now, I hear that apple cider vinegar is good for you, and you should have a glass of that every other night or something before you go to bed. And apparently that's really, really good. So I might look into that a bit more, apple cider vinegar. Dark, dried garlic, dried onions, herbs and spices. No need to refrigerate. Store in a cool, dry place. Eat once open, eat within 3 days. Made in the UK with beef sourced from the UK and Ireland. God bless you, Ireland. And that was my Terry Wogan then. God, he's been dead a few years now, isn't it? Time's flying. Flown even. Flying. And so this is supposed to be good. It's the ultimate high-protein snack developed by experts at Men's Health magazine. And it's gluten-free, no added MSG, highest source of protein, 100% British and Irish beef. Bit like the Lions. So let me just have a quick look here. And your body, so it's high in fat. Your body requires fat for reducing inflammation and supporting the health of your brain. Source of cholesterol, immune boosting zinc, too much sodium, low in carbohydrates. Now I've got a mate, Chris, plumped up, bodybuilder, ripped up that he is. Looks a bit like Idris Elba, shaved head. He's all right, Chris is. He came to work one day when I used to work with him many, many years ago. And he was eating, this is when he used to be a real into his bodybuilding. And he used to eat jars of baby food. And I say, Pruitt, what are you doing? You're eating baby food. He says, you don't feed a baby shit, do you? And he was right. Well, some do, don't they? Some parents feed them all kinds of things. Take them down McDonald's and shoves that in the mouth. But Chris is right. You don't just, you have to watch what you eat. So hopefully Chris will probably tell me a bit more about this. But this is a review that I like to find out myself, and then I'll find out a bit later. So it's in a tear open bag. And oh, it smells spicy. You can get all the tomato and you can get loads of smells from that. You know, in that, what do you want? Somebody's told me off on here for shouting at the dogs. I don't know whether I do or not. Do you think I shout at the dogs? What do you want? Are you bloody hooligan? Look at this, folks. The lurker in the background. The coats are on the radiators drying because they've been washed because they got wet this morning. Yeah, so, you know the film's, not Silence, Hannibal, when he's in the, and the smelling the lepta and he's going, yes, whale oil and such, and I can smell it. And you go, what are you talking rubbish, man? But this is, I'll tell you what, his nose has been going absolutely mad on this. You can smell the garlic, the dried tomatoes and everything. It smells absolutely delicious. I've never ever had beef jerky, and that's what it looks like, folks. It looks like a dried up piece of beef. And that's all it is, kind of thing. Can you see that? Am I too close? There you go. It's just basically dried up piece of beef. So, I don't know, it feels a little bit like, oh, I'm a celebrity kind of thing eating this, but, you know. Good. Could be on the bottom of a Reebok. Right, so now I'm chewing it. You're getting all the really nice flavours. It's certainly dry. And the more you're chewing it, the more tender it becomes. I suppose the heat of your mouth and the saliva. And the more you get there, it is like peppered beef steak. There's a bit more, folks. Now, it is a weird texture. It is like eating something, you're putting it in your mouth, and it really is like putting a piece of boot leather in your mouth. But after a few chews, I think with the heat or the warmth of your mouth and the saliva and that, and it starts to, and you're working it around with your teeth, it does become quite nice. It has got quite a bit of a kicking, a peppery kick to it. You can really taste the pepper. It is it's quite warm. I wonder what the dogs think. Now, the Doodle's not been very well. The Doodle's had a bit of kennel cough, so we think. He keeps coughing. I suppose if you're coughing, you've got kennel cough. So, the wife's been telling me not to give him anything. But what I'm going to do, now, you're not going to swallow this like normal, are you? Like you're the... See, people tell you, somebody's actually messaged me and says that I shout at the dog. I shout at the dogs and tell me to stop being horrible. I don't think I do, to be fair. The dogs are, you have to be careful with these dogs, right? Because the lurcher, he's delicate. The lurcher's delicate, aren't you? Yes, he's delicate. You see, you can't shout at him because he'd go into quivering mess. The Doodle, he needs to be shown who's boss, right? Because if you give him an inch, he will take 100 miles. Not 1 mile, but 100. So, we love the dogs. We won't hurt them. Ain't that right, mate? Yes, that is correct. So, now, let me give it to this one first. Now, gently. Yes, you like that, didn't you? No, you can't have any more. Get down. Get down. Thank you. Now, no, you can't have any next. It's for this one. Come here, you. Right, I'm going to put it on the table and let you take it. Take your time. Go on and get it. What do you think? You're not having the packet. Yeah? Was that good? See? He likes that. So, That's the dogs. They like the old beef jerky. I quite like this, to be fair. Another lad at work, Adam at work, said this is supposed to be quite healthy for you. It's quite... I don't think I could eat a lot of it. I don't know how much. There's 30 grams in a bag. I don't know exactly how much of this I could eat. And I don't know if the small amount that I'm actually eating is beneficial to me. It's per serving 100 grams, but there's a per serving, this 30 gram bag serves you. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But please, people, if you do see this Men's Health beef jerky and you are more informed on it than me, because I am an idiot, please leave some comments at the bottom if you think it is good for you, and if it has, tell me, please, if you've been taking this for a while and you have felt the benefits of eating this fuel beef jerky. I know there's quite a few of these beef jerkies out, and I'm not sure if they're all the same. I mean, there's all kinds of snacks and stuff out there in this great wide world of ours. And oh wait, what's this? There's a blue bag in here. Oh, do not eat. Do not eat. It's an absorber. Right, so, people, if you are visually impaired, this is very, very important. Yeah, he's saying, I'm blind, not deaf. No need to shout, Blue Van Man. In this packet of Men's Health beef jerky, there is a blue sachet. You know, like when you buy something and there's a little packet inside to absorb the moisture? Yes, that is in there. It's a square piece of plastic. It would taste a little... You might accidentally eat it. Right? So don't. Please be careful. That is a bad design. That should be made in some kind of, I don't know, thicker or something, because whatever. Even there's a picture on there saying do not eat. So please be careful. If you're eating these in the dark or something, don't eat that. But it is quite nice. I do like it. I will be eating this as a little, you know, you just buy, walking by the kitchen, something or other you've got. We normally have something or apples or something like that. You take a bit there. I will be doing this with this. I'll be doing that with this. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed that review. Watch out for the blue little packet in there. Laters.